Here I have Uncle George is visiting me, and I was telling him about the Ithacan Historical Society, and yeah, he had a few words to say. So here we go, Fios, go ahead.
Of all the culture and worth preserving the atiriteo, as they say, of Ithaca. I think of all the things, the small windows, the red roofs, the most important is the name Ithaki. And unfortunately, the name is being lost as we speak. The name Ithaki is virtually never used in Ithaki. It is the degradation of it, the paraphora, which is used Thiaki, which changes the gender from female to neutral, and of course it changes the letters as well, the beginning letters, and presumably the spelling as well, to Thiaki, and it removes the immediacy, the immediate relevance of the island, the immediate contact that you can have with the king of the island. And Cavafy, Ithaki is the best known small island in the world, I think. And yet this generation, from love and affection, is changing its name and losing its immediate connection with the heritage of it, with the way the king spoke of his island, from love. And it reminds me of the words in Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet, where someone says to them, to the Capulets and the Montagues, whatever there was, the other family, that with love you killed your children, and it is with love that Ithacans kill the name, and they take on a paraphora, a degradation, Thiaki, which tomorrow, of course, other people might make it Aki, Paki, Saki, Ki. And I think of all things, the name is the greatest heritage of the island.
Yes, thanks, Theo. But I'm thinking all the people that use the word Thiaki wouldn't be aware of the significance, and they'd probably be horrified to know that they're contributing. As you say, they're doing it out of love. It's like a chaydeftiko, really, isn't it? It's
exactly.
like,
yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think? We should make a call to action, and
well, it'd be nice to reflect on it before it's lost for no reason. And
yes.
It's not that just the Ithacans use it in something, by the way, that Thiaki Berdevete is confused with Thraki.
I know, it
which
is
another place.
Yeah.
And it's not that it's only used by locals and the other ones it's all right. Now, if you look at the translation of Homer by Sideris, it's Thiaki, not Ithaki, not Ithaca.
Really?
Ithaca, yeah, Thiaki. And if you look, as I was shocked when I saw the ferry boat, Thiaki, not Ithaki, the ferry boat back then, some years ago.
Yeah.
That's what really alerted me to this, that it has passed into the proper official use of the name. And if you look at the Pisaito now, where there is the new Limani, the new port, you will find a big label there,
yeah.
that also in there you find the degradation of the name, not the proper name, at least once. And at least reflect, is that what we want? Do we want to lose the immediacy and put the name Ithaki into the chest of time and lock it and keep it there available if somebody ever needs to make a reference and needs a translation to go from us, who would call this place Thiaki from now on, or whatever worse, and to Homer, we would need a translator. Why not use Ithaki? Is a word that is as pretty as any other, and it also can go through declensions, and you can have Ithakes, the plural. But to make a plural out of Thiaki is not something that you would like to go to utter. It just is not a pretty sound. So you got a beautiful word. You have a word that has meaning, by a word by which the island is known to its king, to all sins. And now these generations, last few generations, are just losing it. Again, as you said, because they are caressing it. But that's not what it's needed if you want to preserve heritage.
Thank you, Theo. That was great. A lot of things to reflect on. We've discussed this before, and I hope it opens up some discussion. No judgment. Of course, people are just used to saying Thiaki, and it's a hard one to shift for many people. But
my feeling is that for me, it rolls off my tongue better, and it assists me to enunciate words better than go into slang, as I consider the use of this was made a joke out of in Melbourne, in fact, by a comedian, that you can change all the beautiful names into Tula, Sula, Pula, Mula. There's no need. The names are good, but there's nothing much lost if you do that to a person's name. But if you do it to Ithaca, I think something is lost as to whether people will agree with this. At least they should be aware.
Yes, I think that's the important point. And at least the signage on the island and those sort of things at least should be correct.
Yeah, the mayor told me that he, once I pulled him up on it, he said that he from now on will always use Ithaki. I don't know if that has happened, but I was pleased that he was supportive of the retention of the name.
Bravo, that's great. All right, Theo, thank you. Thank you.